Okay. Just recording. Okay. This pink is. This pink feels weird. Okay. Alright. Good evening. Well, it's not evening. It's. Let me check the time. Oh, yeah. Technically, it's evening because it's 5:42 my time. But, yeah. Anyways, it may be later or earlier in the day for y'all, but, yeah. Anyways, not a cryptid time. Um, Obviously, well, it's a Monday, so I don't know what to really do, but because I hate Mondays, granted, I hate every day, but yeah. Also, like I said, pink bandana. Ouch! I just slapped my knee hard, but yeah. I'd like to first, I guess, say hi, everyone. If you don't know who I am, name's Lone Wolf. Um, the channel, obviously, Cryptid Cries. Um, I still don't know why I made that name, because it used to be like Lone Wolf Adventures or something like that. But then I just, after getting rid of all of the videos and all of that, not by choice, but that's a longer story. But yeah. Anyways, I just changed it and changed logos and all of that. But yeah. Anyways, I said anyways way too many times. But Jesus. Okay, let's. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to just deal with that. Yes, it's on a tripod. But first of all, I'd like to just say hello to anybody who sees this, as well as hi to any new subscribers or whatever, and hi to the old ones too. Um. Okay, Snow White's acting weird, and Spirit's just laying there. But anyways, I'd like, yeah, I'd like to first of all just talk about something extremely crazy that just happened. I mean, I don't know. Everything's like saying it is, but it could just be some sort of YouTube glitch. I don't know, and so I'm not gonna make a actual video on it until like a few days to make sure it stays like that and all of that. But the channel is already almost to 70 subscribers. Um, it's 67 now, which yesterday it was 57. And if it is, like true and all of that, that I have 67 now, which means I got 10 subscribers in the like past who knows how many hours. That is amazing. But like I said, not gonna celebrate it. First of all, it's also kind of funny too because it's over a video of a toad too. If that's the case. Um, Obviously, as some of the older subscribers have know, I'm kind of made a decision that I'm doing more animals, outdoor stuff, and then cryptids. Obviously, it's in the name. I'll do ghosts and urban legends as well, obviously, but yeah. I don't know what. It's almost, this is almost like an about me video, but it's not. But I'd like to personally talk about like what happened after the toad video and like the leopard slug stuff, which again, still don't know. I didn't know that was a real thing. I did not know that slug, that giant slug, yesterday or last night technically, a few hours ago, was. So I'm running on like 3 hours, not 3 hours, like yeah, 3-4 hours of sleep. So sorry if my brain seems a little slow or if I seem erratic. I don't. I'm way too tired for this. But yeah. Anyways, I did not even know that was a real thing. I've never heard of like those gray spotted, gray slugs with the spots ever being called a leopard slug. I know the yellow ones are banana slugs, but I'm fairly certain everybody knows that because that's the most famous slug for some reason. But that was actually cool that I got it on the. I've always called those slugs leopard slugs just because of the spots, rosaries, whatever you want to call it, rosarettes, whatever. But yeah, that did not know it was an actual leopard slug, which was funny. Also, the toad on the road, obviously that video, that toad, as you could hear in the background, my cousin was there. Obviously, he spends the night and all that because I live with my grandparents. But him and I had a laugh and all of that because we went across the bridge into our backyard with. I don't know if I've made a video showing the backyard that much, anyhow. But yeah, anyways, we come back, check the road again, because maybe, you know, a frog or another toad's on the road. We see the exact same toad we put in the grass, as you can see in the video, in the grass, back on the road. I'm going, wait, why is it facing that way if it wants to go that way? Wait. So I set it by some logs where the slug was. I come back over the. Well, we come back over the bridge, and there was a giant leopard or pickerel frog. I think it was a leopard frog, though. Missed that. I'm still bummed about that because I really wanted to show off the difference between toads and frogs. So I can also now explain toads and all that because I seen a comment that said, "Aren't toads poisonous?" Yes. Many toads are, if not all toads are poisonous. The warts that, like those giant oblong warts that you see right behind the eye, it'd be like right, if you watch the video again, it's like right next to my fingers. So if you look at the eye, it's behind the eye but in front of my fingers. It's those ones. If I were to squeeze like those warts, this like super white sticky substance comes out of them. That's the like poison. It's a toxin. Depending upon the toad species, it's fatal to dogs, which is why you got to be careful. American toads, which I believe that was a American toad. It could be a Fowler's toad for all I know. Those two are hard to distinguish. But if your dog ever grabs one, please get it out of the dog's mouth. But and obviously try and wash its mouth out too. Well, the dogs, not the toads. I don't know why you'd be washing the toad's mouth out. But from what I've read, because a dog that we had who's no longer with us, just old age and all of that, may he rest in peace. In 2019, just carried a toad in his mouth and dropped it on the porch. We laughed, but we wanted to make sure we didn't have to rush him to the hospital or whatever. it just causes discomfort. Luckily, the toad didn't uh release the toxins. But when it comes to humans, do not, like, if you ever get the substance on your hands after touching a toad or whatever, do not touch your eyes, because I read that there's a risk of going blind. Also, do not stick your hands in your mouth. But if you're not like a 3-year-old or whatever, I'm fairly certain you don't stick your hands in your mouth for no reason. Also, try not to stick your hands up your nose either. I've seen adults pick their noses. That's why I'm saying it. Just to be safe, keep your hands away from your face. But you kind of have to ingest it and all of that, like I said, to actually, or like get it in your eyes to actually feel the effects. If it just gets on your hands or whatever, wash them off. Obviously. But other than that, toads are harmless, practically. At least that I know of for here in North America and the United States. They're harmless. Now if you go down to Central and South America, don't touch any amphibians. Cause just one touch you could drop dead from them. But yeah, anyways, I can kind of tell you, but I wanna maybe hopefully find a wild frog and find a wild toad so I can show you on camera the difference. But toads are more short and stubby and kind of chunky fat. Amphibians, they have shorter legs, they have warts, stuff like that. And they walk instead of hop most of the time, which is what the toad was doing in the video when we found it. Frogs are slimy and smooth. With longer legs, they hop and they're harder to catch. Because I had my hands on this giant pickerel or leopard frog, and it somehow slipped away from me, and then I did it again with another one, slightly smaller, jumped straight into the creek we have in the backyard. I was so mad about that. But yeah, like once you know the difference, it's easy to distinguish them, obviously. But some frogs can be a little bumpy, but still be smooth and all of that, too, or like slimy. It's kind of complicated when it comes to those, but also, yeah. Ah, frick, what was I trying to say? Yeah. Also, again, I'm trying to find a snake, like a live snake, because I have a corn snake here, but a live wild snake around here. But people are too stupid and they shoot snakes for no reason around here, and all they are like rat snakes and racers. But yeah. So if I ever find a snake, it's probably gonna be in the middle of nowhere woods. So don't be expecting to see me and like on that familiar road a lot. Uh, with a snake, at least in a live one. But also deer, rabbits, stuff like that live around here, and actually until November of 2021, there weren't any coyotes around here. But technically, I'm gonna start referring to eastern coyotes as wolfotes, because here in Pennsylvania, at least I don't know about down south and all of that, but most eastern coyotes, from what I said, what it said on Google, not I said, but from what it said on Google, they're a hybrid between eastern wolves that used to be on the East Coast and coyotes. So coyotes don't exist anymore here. They're all hybrids, which is why they're bigger and I wouldn't say more aggressive, because but like it's why they're more, I guess, hard to find and all of that, and they're more quiet than regular coyotes. But yeah, until recently, there wasn't any wolfotes here. Then one day, my family was setting up Christmas lights, and I just went for a walk up to Pineview, which is where that short film is going to be made at. And obviously, I haven't seen it for a while, thank God. But there was just this black mass in the road, and it came walking slowly down. Obviously, it was dark out. I had my glasses on, so I could see. Because I also ran up because I heard a coyote yip, which now I'm starting to think it was the wolfote that yipped. But anyways, it got into this person's backyard, like on the grass. Well, not backyard, but front yard or whatever, in the grass. Stopped, stared at me. I was like, "Oh, that's a canine," and then it bolted towards me. So it's not a dog. It's like a black coyote, and it's massive. Like we have seen perfect paw prints of it. It's massive. It's all black, and obviously it lives in the woods and all that. Cause haven't seen it for a while, but after that it didn't see it for a little bit, and then like each time you went out there, it practically like almost every time I'd go up there, which it's just my backyard. That's practically where it is. You go through the woods, you're hitting Pineview. Well, that's the road name, but obviously nobody owns the place, and it's like a dirt gas area or water supply. I forget. I forget what that thing is. I think it's a water supply because it don't smell of gas. But yeah, it just started ramping up, and then after I want to say like March or so, sightings just stopped. And yeah, Jesus. But yeah, it kind of sucked. And also it does suck too is if it is still around here. Um my shirt film may have to be put on hold if we see it again, because this sucker, it is alone. It's not with anything else, which is the weird part, because coyote, like wolfotes and all of that, are, well, pack animals. But also, I do know too, coyotes can also be on their own, so that's probably why too. But it's large. It's seen me and it darted towards me. The only reason why I outran it was because I seen it pick up speed towards me before it went into a full sprint, and I was already like we were far away, but it was gonna try and run me down or like get the distance, because it was like, yeah, I can get you. And I about got ran over for this because it was dark out, and I bolted on off of that side road. Well, the side road called Pineview, obviously, and then turned onto the main road and all of that, and just got blinded by headlights. I slowed down some and got into the grass, but I still was. It It was almost like a jog run. It was faster than a jog, but slower than like a run. I was still like booking it quick, and I didn't stop till I got onto to my main road, and I was able to look behind me. Because if I seen that sucker around the coming around the corner, yeah, even though I would have been out of breath at that time, I still push myself. Just because that sucker's huge and it's aggressive. It literally went after a human on its own. So it has to. I wouldn't say it has to have rabies, because trust me, it doesn't. But it has to be some sort of screwed up to look at a human and you go, "Yep, I'm gonna eat that." Because yeah, I'm not that tall and all that, but still, I'm a human. Most animals know what a human does, unless it's been around and people have been feeding it, which is why you don't feed wild animals, because that's how attacks happen. But yeah. Anyways, that's also happened around here. Deer ain't afraid of people that much, either, as you probably seen in the one video, which was recorded on my mom's phone. So sorry if you couldn't see the deer that much. But yeah, tonight I may go out and try and find like a toad or some other animal that's walking out at night tonight. Or I might wait for another rainy day and go out at night too to look for frogs and all of that. But yeah. Um oh, also uh let me know if you'd like me to do a all about me like video where I talk about myself and all of that, like if you'd like to learn more about me, basically, because I'm willing to do one of those videos, but I just don't know if I should or not. But also, yeah, sorry this video was long. Um like I said, I'm tired, so I don't know how much of this stayed on topic, as well as I don't know how much made sense too. But yeah, this was just pretty much talking about yesterday, or like last night, and about the property. So like, I guess you could get more of a feel of, I know how where everything is. I know if I go straight through the woods, I'm either A, hitting one of the roads, or I'm hitting that opening. Um but yeah. Uh oh, we also do find salamanders and newts a lot too, as you've probably seen in the one video, the newt. Obviously, where I come from, which is Utah, newts and all of that, if they're orange and all of that, they're called red newts. Obviously those don't exist, so I don't know where that came from, the name came from, but that's an eastern newt. And actually, those are another one that, if you do not pick up if you have cuts or whatever on you, um, the brightly colored for a reason, or they have like bright colored spots for a reason as well, because some of them can be drab. Not the one I found though. But yeah, also salamanders and all of that, redback salamanders mostly. But yeah, let me know if you'd also like me to. Well, once fall hits and ticks die off and it starts getting colder, I'll do this. But let me know if you'd also like me to flip rocks and look for newts and salamanders around here. But also that orange, like I said, orange newt was a eastern newt, not an eastern newt. But yeah, I hope you like the pink. I just slapped my nose. I hope you like the pink bandana, and also, if you're new here, or again, if you've been coming back, as much as I hate saying this, I'm a small YouTube channel. It gets me out into the algorithm more. So please, if you're willing to, or if like, well, not willing to, but like if you like my content and you keep finding yourself coming back, or if you just like my content off the back, like whether you see this video or another video, please subscribe. And comment too, because I really love interacting with people in the comments. Always, as always, you can ask questions about the animals I have, like my pets or whatever, or some of the wild animals I show off. Well, I'll be maybe even some flowers, but uh, uh, maybe don't ask me about the flowers because I don't know that much about plants. I know more about animals than I do plants, but still, I may be able to help you out with plants if you have any questions. But yeah, also like I said, please subscribe, comment, like the video. And yeah, so until next time, I'll see you on the next hunt. Bye.